Hey, Oliver here, and today we're going to talk about how to apply The Secret with the Law of Attraction. So you might have heard of The Secret, this very popular book, and when you read it, you might find yourself being inspired. But then nothing changes in your life. So how do you actually apply the Law of Attraction, right? So the way you can picture this is think of an octopus, right? So there's a head, and there are different, I don't know how to say this in English, legs. C'est quoi en français? C'est des tentacules? Tentacles. Tentacles, yeah, they have the tentacles. So the octopus has 8 tentacles, right? So in this metaphor, one of the tentacles could be your health, could be your love life, could be the amount of money you make, right? And so if right now the problem in your life is money, then you don't care about losing weight because maybe you're at your perfect weight, right? Or maybe if you're single, but you have lots of money, but your love life is a disaster, then you want to fix the love life, right? The thing is, when we focus on one aspect of our life, it's like focusing on one of the tentacles of the octopus. You want to work on the core of the problem, which is the head of the octopus, right? And so The Secret was really inspiring, but not really specific, other than general ideas that you've heard a million times, like think about what you want and not what you don't want. But it never gives you the gritty details on how doing this. So when you use words like vibrations, it means how you feel, right? So if you feel bad and you try to fix one of the tentacles, which is the money, even if you fix the money and you keep feeling bad, another tentacle is going to go out. It's going to be your health or your weight or whatever, right? But if you fix the head of the octopus, which is how you feel, then like a high tide will uplift every boat. If you focus on the head of the octopus, which is feeling good most of the time, then every aspect of your life has to get better at the same time. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? So when you're trying to put out a fire here, and you feel bad and you're afraid and you're frustrated, other things will fuck up and burn and don't work. But when you focus on the single most important thing, which is how you feel, and everything has to get up gradually. So, so the law of attraction is very simple. It's you attract thoughts and then circumstances, events, and situations that correspond to how you feel. So there's nothing more important than feeling better, especially when you're thinking about something you'd like to change. So how do you do this? How do you change the whole thing? So there's 2 ways of doing this. If you want to be more global, you work on feeling better. So maybe a word for you could be being at peace or being in love or being excited, right? Or if you want to work on a specific thing, you want to word it so that you feel good. So it could be, I make $10,000 a day or a week or whatever, but you have to make sure that you feel good when you do this. And the way you do this is basically speaking the language of the universe. So the universe doesn't understand words. It understands vibrations and symbols, right? Symbols, symbols, symbols. So this is why sometimes, you see an animal or an insect, or you see numbers on the clock. So for example, I've been seeing 444 for like 2 weeks now, right? These are the language of the universe, right? So vibrations and symbols. Now, the quickest way for you to get your vibrations high, or one of them, is to use science, and specifically it's sounds, right? So there are certain sounds that will put your brain into an altered state of consciousness. And when you're there, you're more open to suggestions. And then you use the most advanced form of hypnosis, which is called neuro-linguistic programming, or NLP. And then these suggestions, they force you to feel better. They force you to increase your vibrations, and then your life gets better, right? So one way of doing this is using specific scripts. So you have scripts that are for overall feeling good, and some of them are for your chakras, right? So maybe you have a problem with expressing your truth. So you want a script or a hypnosis that affect your throat chakra. Maybe you have love issues, right, towards yourself or other people, then you want something that will work this. I found a great course. It's not from me. And what I like is you just push play and it just works. And if you want one thing, you just listen to the audio track that affects your whole being. But if you want specific things, so you have tracks for money, for weight loss, you have 7 tracks, each one for one of your chakras, right? If it's something you'd like to discover, you can click in the link in the description. And if you buy the product, I'll offer you a 20-minute free coaching session. And the reason why I do this is these are good, but sometimes we feel alone, right? So you listen to the track, but how many of your friends are really interested in the law of attraction, right? So I'll take you by the hand and we'll do trainings and neuro-linguistic programming if you'd like, or energy medicine to make sure that your vibrations stay up. So if that's something you'd like to do, you can click in the link below. And once you've purchased the program, you can send me an email at the email below, and we'll set up our free consultation to get together. So I hope this helps. If you have questions, send them to me, and thank you for your time.